I told you there would be a moment. Well, guess what? The moment's here. The fight is coming. Let's go!
It took a long time. It must have felt lonely. Did you feel the nerves in those moments? I mean, you looked quite calm, but you must have felt inside churning emotions.
No, if you see me all week, I'm cool, calm and collected. That's where I am. Got my team around me, and that's all I need. All it is noise, and that's what I kept thinking. It's just noise. As soon as that bell goes, I do what I do every day in the gym.
And once the fight's underway, does the noise die away because you're so locked into?
It's irrelevant. It's tunnel vision all day.
What was your corner saying to you during the fight?
All sorts.
I was just saying, well, early on, we was totally in control, I felt, for the first 4 to 5 rounds. Maybe dropped the 5th round, I think it was. But I just said, keep doing what you're doing. I thought Katie came back really well in those sort of middle rounds, 7, 8, and closed the gap a little bit. But I think the only reason she was able to do that was because Chantelle sort of allowed her to do it. I actually thought she'd start quicker, I've got to be honest with her, but now, in hindsight, looking at it, she was trying to conserve herself for those later rounds.
You started so fast as well. That was key as well.
Yeah, and I think she knew Chantelle was going to come on late, so she tried to conserve it for late and drop the early rounds in doing so. But Eddie's right, you know, that was a great fight tonight, and too many times in boxing, we have a great fight and we don't see rematches because egos get involved or these, you know, people asking for too much money. That should be run back without a doubt, and hopefully it's on our terms this time because I think Chantelle deserves it. But without a doubt, Katie Taylor's done so much for the sport in terms of attracting so many girls into the sport. We're only sat here in a way because of Katie Taylor, so she deserves the rematch. But I think it should be done more on Chantelle's terms.
Chantelle, in boxing terms, what do you feel were your keys to victory tonight? What did you do best?
I think it's my work rate. I'm always fit and got a high work rate. I'm tough. I know how to work on the inside and just do what I do every day in the gym. And my team see it every day, and they just had faith in me, and I just had to execute.
You tended to go to the body quite frequently. You using left and right hooks to the body. Did you feel you hurt Taylor at any stage? Did you feel her grimace or move back away from your shots?
I heard a few rumours that she don't like body shots, so I was going for them.
So you planned for them, you practiced them?
Yeah, planned for them.
Carried them out tonight?
Yeah.
Chantelle, you got bumps on your head, and obviously there was a lot in close fighting with Katie and you were coming together and stuff like that. Was these punches or heads clashing? What were they?
A lot of head clashing.
Chantelle, you've just been one of the greatest of all time. Are you pound for pound #1 now?
Don't know.
She's too modest. If Katie Taylor...
She's just beat the pound for pound #1.
Exactly. If Katie Taylor was already ranked #1 pound for pound, which I believe she was, then if somebody's just beaten her, then surely that makes her the best pound for pound.
Ask Nigel that question.
He's pound for pound best.
Are you mad? She's the undisputed for a reason. She's a pound for pound #1. She's a pound for pound #1.
He set him off.
The best in the,
Tell him, Nigel.
in the world.
Can somebody
In the
remove
world.
him? Can somebody take him out, please?
So I put 20p in him.
Chantelle, congratulations.
Thank you.
When you won your undisputed title for the first time, all the footage backstage, you know, you were thinking about what do I do next, where do I go next. There was a lot of talk in the lead up to this fight for Katie and her legacy and what this means for her. When are the moments where you look back and you go, you know, this is my legacy, and now you've cemented your legacy, you've created history for yourself. When are the moments where you kind of sit back and acknowledge everything?
So when I won undisputed, I remember I was speaking to Jamie and Nigel and said, like, what is going to be next? Because I never thought the Katie fight would ever come about, and it was kind of like, I don't want to just box and mandatory and not go anywhere else. And it was a bit like, I can remember I was just saying, but what are we going to do? I've just been on such a high, how am I going to get this high again? And then it's just crazy how Katie called me out, and obviously I beat her tonight, and I feel like I achieved one mountain and I've just climbed another mountain. So yeah, I don't even know what's next now.
How much more do you respect Katie? Obviously, you respected her because you said to me, you know, you were a fan of Katie, but obviously sharing the ring with her. But then her stepping up, calling you out that she's never done before, stepping up to face you up in a higher weight. So how much do you respect her even more now? Which is probably a dumb question, but do you?
I've always had huge respect for Katie. That was one of my fears going into the ring tonight, and Jamie kept saying to me like, no respect, making sure that I didn't give her.
Not in a bad way, by the way. Just to make sure she was in the right frame of mind.
Because so many people, it's so easy to give Katie so much respect for what she's done, and I had to go in there and let it go out the window, because you can't help but respect her. She's a nice woman, great athlete, great boxer, and what she's done for women's boxing is unbelievable. So it is very hard not to show that sort of respect. And tonight for me it was about making sure they went out the window when the bell went.
Are you still going to Crook Park, Katie?
Yeah, I mean, again, we have to see, like, you know, like Chantelle said, you know, she walked first tonight. I mean, Katie got on the scales first yesterday, but I don't even think she was supposed to, but she just got on. So, but, you know, I think a lot of male fighters can learn a lot about, if you believe you can win, sometimes you haven't got to let the ego get involved. Chantelle's come and she's never once felt like the victim, you know, oh, I've not got this and I've not got that. She went, I understand, she's the star and I believe I can beat her if I have to do that, but now she's beaten her. So, you know, Katie was the challenger tonight, but, I mean, actually, ironically, she may be the champion next time, and if you do it at lightweight. But again, it's really, I'm like Jamie said, the biggest fight in women's boxing right now is Chantelle Cameron against Katie Taylor too, basically. So, you know, we'll find a way. But it's, at the moment, she deserves her break, her respect, because I believe she has to call herself pound for pound #1 after that performance and beating Jessica McCaskill as well.
Chantelle, do you think you've broken Katie's aura of being pound for pound and maybe unbeatable? And people will look at it now and say, yeah, I can beat her now.
We went into this fight we had the blueprint anyway, but Katie's such a great boxer, and you know, I think she's going to want the rematch because she's going to want to put this night to bed and try to get the win over me. But like I said, now it's on my terms, and I'll speak to my team and we'll see what's next.
Would it make any difference if it was in the UK or here? Or?
Don't know, we'll see.
Chantelle, what did you tell Katie in the ring after the fight?
Just said great fight and thank you for the opportunity.
What did she say to you, Chantelle?
Great fight.
How many rounds did you feel you won, Chantelle?
It was hard to call because I never really think when I'm fighting about what rounds I'm winning. I'm just tunnel vision and just throwing my hands and just getting the job done. So to be honest with you, I don't go by rounds.
Right. Well, what about your team?
I think 7-3. In my mind, going at the end of the fight, I had it 7-3. So you can't complain at 6-4. I thought the draw was harsh, but I thought 6-4. You couldn't argue with that.
Yes, Nigel.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any more, guys?
All right, guys. Well done, Chantelle.
BBC Northampton. Bring it down.
I told you there would be a moment. Well, guess what? The moment's here. The fight is coming. Let's go!